Hello, this will be my first Empties video, but I've been doing Empties blog posts on the blog for the past year as I was trying to focus on using up a lot of unloved products within my stash and trying to whittle my stash down to, you know, something a bit more curated and that works for me. I think as a direct consequence of that, I've actually got the most empties I've ever had in a month to show you, because it's the culmination of being mindful of using things up for a year, I suppose. I'll try and pull them out kind of randomly. The first one will be the Josie Marin Argan Sugar Balm Body Scrub, which is very thick. I got this in a set from QVC. I really like the scent. It's kind of like pear drops or cherry cola or something. It's very sweet, but it is very thick, so I couldn't use it on my upper body without cleansing it off afterwards. But for the lower body, it was fine. In the same kind of category, I suppose, is the Rose Argan Body Conditioner, which was too rich for me, even though I really liked the scent. It was like rose with a bit of lemon. Just the argan oil as a shower product for me, it's just too rich. I had a Dr. Hauschka advent calendar for Christmas. I've still got a couple of mini things to use up, but most of them I've worked my way through by this point. This one is the Rose Nurturing Body Oil, which I tried to use up by putting it in my bath, and it just was an absolute disaster. I was just greasy for days afterwards. I'm not really a fan of Dr. Hauschka rose scent. It's a very stem and all kind of rose. Same with the lavender scent from Dr. Hauschka. This is the Calming Lavender and Sandalwood Body Cream. I just really didn't like the smell. I would try and mix the lavender type products with other body moisturisers I had, just to kind of see if it would work if I tried to sweeten it or add a bit of citrus, but nah, wasn't working for me. That's the body wash. Well, I went into Lush the other week and I was after the toothy tabs. They're like little pastilles that you'd bite down on and then just kind of foam up, and they'd work like toothpaste. They didn't have the ones I wanted, which are called Choo Choo I Love You, and they taste like rose. So the lady gave me a little sample pot of them, and they're really good. I like them, so hopefully they've got them in when I go shopping again tomorrow. I actually enjoyed using up the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream. It's not the thickest eye cream, which I quite liked because it was easily spreadable, sunk in pretty easy if you wanted to use it in the morning as well, but it was still quite nourishing, so pretty natural as well, so that one's good. A sample I got with my Cult Beauty order at the start of the month was the Egyptian Magic all-purpose skin cream, which I've seen a couple of models when they've been interviewed mention. It is a very thick, very waxy consistency, because it's got olive oil, beeswax, honey propolis. I did like it, and you couldn't use it in the day. It's just way too thick to use in the day. But I had been putting it on at night. But I'm on the fence about what I should or shouldn't be putting on my face at night in particular. But I did enjoy using that one up. I got 2 little samples of the Narciso Eau de Parfum. It's quite nice. It is a musky white floral, which is quite easy to wear. Laura Mercier. Oh, this is so nice. The Creme de Pistache Body Souffle kind of reminded me of like rice pudding or something. It was very sweet. I like that one. Right. Max Fix Plus. I just don't see what the big deal is. I've wanted to Mac this quite a few times, and then I've always stopped myself and thought, oh no, maybe I'm not using it properly. But I have tried it as a makeup setting spray, a refresher, as a kind of primer before I put on my makeup. I've used it as a toner, but I think the glycerin in it isn't particularly great for my eyes. I'd find that they would kind of want to stick together if I put too much of it on. So Fix Plus, not for me. Lush Celestial Facial Moisturiser. I got this in the summer, and that was when my skin was going through a really, really sensitive phase. But even then, I would get lots of tiny little whiteheads if I put even a small amount of this on, which is quite strange, because there's not much in it that you could kind of have that much of a reaction to, really. But I stopped using it on my face, and I was using it up as a hand cream instead, which it was quite nice actually, because it wasn't too thick as a hand lotion. So if you're at a loss what to do with your face creams that you don't like sometimes, just use them as a hand lotion. Clarins, what's this called? Exfoliating body scrub. Pretty standard body scrub, to be honest. It has a nice smell, but I really wouldn't know how to describe what the smell's like. It says it has bamboo powder. Try and imagine what bamboo smells like, and that's what it smells like. This was not good. It's the Guerlain Super Aqua Mask that I got in the Super Aqua Eye set in the sale from Feel Unique, I think. I've tried to stop using products that contain a lot of silicones, and this did have a lot of silicones in it, because it was a re-moisturising mask. But I thought, a one-off treat, it'll be fine. I want to get a bit of moisture back into my poor parched winter skin, and it wasn't good, this sheet mask. I've got some photos that I can put up on a blog post soon. Me just looking like a serial killer with this face mask on, but it started burning. Like, I had a burning sensation, and I couldn't keep it on long enough. I just took it off, and then I was a bit red for a few days afterwards. So not for sensitive skin, I'm afraid. I didn't like these, the Simple Spotless Skin Quick Fix wipes. I think a lot of the time it's just the jargon that draws you in, isn't it? Zinc and chamomile goodness for visibly clear skin. I thought, alright, they'll suit me fine. I just found they really stung if I wiped my eyes with them, or if I had any kind of cuts on my face or anything. They really stung, so not for me. But on a positive note for Simple, I did like their Radiance wipes. Yeah, they were quite moisturising, and they didn't really give me any problems. And I liked the cloths in this one have a kind of a bumpy texture, whereas the spotless ones, they were just kind of thin. Sadly, my popcorn lip scrub has dried up. I went to use it when I went on a massive swatch session of all of my lipsticks to kind of revive them, and I found it had dried up. I think I've had that about half a year, but it's a gimmick really, isn't it? I could have just scrubbed them with some sugar. The Dr. Hauschka Clarifying Intensive Treatment. This one's for under 25 years. I have used the over 25 formulation before. For a quick comparison, this one is a bit more gentle. It has a lot of sage in it, whereas the over 25s one's a lot more, it feels like more astringent. It's got a lot more witch hazel in it. So I did find that this one agreed with my skin more, didn't dry it out as much, but I really I don't like the smell of sage, so it was kind of hard for me to use sometimes when it was the end of the day and I just wanted to use a nice calming toner. But if you're using this treatment, you're supposed to use it for 28 days and you wouldn't use it in conjunction with a toner, so that was quite hard when all I wanted was to put something nice and calming on. But I didn't use this in conjunction with a full Dr. Hauschka cleansing routine, so you know, you couldn't take my word as like the best for how it's gonna perform on you as a full acne treatment. But I will be doing quite an in-depth blog post on it soon about this and how it compares to the other formulation and the Dr. Hauschka acne routine in general, so look out for that. The Lush Enchanted Eye Cream, I got a sample of this in one of my Lush kitchen orders. I'm not sure I asked for this, I think I asked for something else, but whatevs, because I quite like this. It's kind of similar to the Celestial facial moisturiser. It's kind of got that kind of milky, sweet kind of scent to it, but it's and it's really, really light, but it's actually quite moisturising. So I think if I was wanting a thin, easily absorbed eye cream again, I'd probably go for this one. What have we got? The Almond Soothing Body Wash. Again, the almond scent's quite medicinal, but this one wasn't that bad, though I did notice that I think they've kind of reformulated a lot of the products recently, Dr. Hauschka, and I did notice a difference between the older almond body wash and the newer one. Only a slight difference, but a few notes in there which didn't really like. This was a bit of a chore to use up, to be honest. It was the Tromborg Facial Mist. It's the calendula water. I got it in the summer and it was really nice and refreshing. It smells very sweet. But the spray, it just like, I can't do it now because it's used up, but basically if you went to spray it now, it wouldn't come out as a fine mist. It would just be like, pfft, like you'd get soaked, completely soaked. So you could only really use it when you were like straight out of the shower, really. I couldn't use it as a toner either because I found that it was quite, like with the Fix Plus, it kind of have this kind of sugary feel that I'd put it on and it'd be very heavy and sticky, so it wouldn't be great for me to put anything else on top of it. Plus the packaging's not great because it's like a heavy glass bottle. But if you're a guy, it would be quite a nice aftershave because it's kind of got that unisex appeal to it. Ombre Release, the Cult Moisturiser. I did actually like using this up. It's kind of got that gentle milk and lily type scent. With my oily skin, it didn't particularly make it any oilier, any less oilier. So yeah, it was quite good actually. Might get some of that when I go to Paris in a couple of days. Is this my last one? It is! My last empty that I used today is the Retread hair conditioner from Lush, which when I first got it, it smelled really strongly of Parma violets and melon, and it does have eggs in it, but when I first got it, it didn't really smell too strong of them, so it was alright. I kind of got on with it, but then as the weeks wore on, it very quickly stopped smelling of lovely Parma violets and just started smelling of egg with a hint of melon, and then today it just got to the point where it just stank of eggs, to be honest. Yeah, I'm kind of torn on it because it did work really well for me at the start, but now I think that my hair's got so used to this conditioner that it's just stopped working for me. I did go into Lush and ask them about it, and they did say that I could take it back and swap it for them, but then I never got round to, you know, being able to go back into store with it. So I think when I next go into Lush, I'm going to try something a bit different. But for my long hair at the start of the month anyway, it did work quite well. It's just a shame about the change in the scent. So there are all of my empties. I really like doing empties. It's quite the accomplishment when you've got quite a big box of them to show for it. Yeah, good way to start the year. Thanks for watching.